Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little midday money on a Friday, the 25th of November. Welcome on into the show, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. Wife's stuffing was pretty good as usual. I enjoyed my ham, although I don't want to bash my mother. So I like my ham at Thanksgiving. All right. I eat turkey chicken all the time anyway. I like my red meat, but turkey chicken often. So I want my nice spiral ham. Never, ever do I put that honey glazed cinnamon crap on there. Maple, whatever that she put on. So my daughter likes her little. She's like me, takes after me. I guess she wants to be like dad a little bit. Have her Thanksgiving ham. She's like, "Here, do you want this piece?" I don't like it. I'm like, "I don't like it either." I was like, "How's the ham?" It's like, "It's terrible, Ma." I said, "Why'd you put the glaze on it?" I thought you like it. I said, "We never put the glaze on. This is why I usually do it myself." But we had a bunch of other stuff. We had a giant 25-pound turkey and stuffing and mac and cheese and sweet potatoes and all this other nonsense. So she's like, "I'll do the ham." Just put the ham in the oven. Put it on 250 for 4 hours. What are you doing? You don't have to put all that crap on top of it, Mom. Why are you ruining my life? This morning, the leftover ham, I threw it in the pan to fry it up for breakfast with some scrambled eggs. It didn't come out as good. Anyway, that's my ham story. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We're all over. I went on every channel this morning because that's what I want to do. Picks and parlays, max wager, bookie blasters, winner free picks as usual. Be sure if you're on any other channels, come over to winner free picks. Say hello. That's where I am 7 days a week, 12 noon Eastern, midday money on Sunday nights, usually around halftime. I'll come in, toot my horn a little bit. Doing well. Now, free pick. Let's grab some college football right away here, because in college football, right out of the gate, we have early action here. So free picks. You got Texas and the over in early action. You want to get down on those. That's why I started a little early, but I start talking about ham. I got sidetracked. I'm a big cat. I'm a big cat, and I actually went to let's look at some old videos of mine. Man, it's like I was skinny, 270 skinny, super fat, chubby, back, fluctuating my weight like a girl getting ready for prom. Got to fit in a prom dress. Terrible. So Baylor, Texas. I think I've said this before. Texas in the over. I think Texas rolls up a 40+ spot here. Get on it. It's a minute left to move on this game. I actually got the over on the premiums here myself. So there is that. Which, again, college football in the video, we're not bad in the video. 45-29 plus 14.65. But I'll tell you, in the premium side of things, I'm just a little bit above 52%, just about 52% with college football, 102.95. Not making a lot of money. Just breaking even there, maybe a little under, depending on your odds. But you're gonna get the truth from me there, new people. So just so you know, the Friday teaser. Oh, this is from Tuesday. It says Friday because we had one yesterday on Thanksgiving. But Toledo, Texas, Florida State. Tuesday's Tuesday teaser day. We put the teasers out here. Some people like teasers, so I said, all right, we'll do a little teasers. Why not? Hockey, NBA, I'm a pass today. I know people are going to ask about it, but for me, listen, NFL. I did Lions cash rush yesterday here, and that's underneath scrolling our NFL record 30-29 minus 150. We are on the season. Again, we hit the Cowboys. We had Dallas at 7. Mini minus 1. 82-48, 64%. Again, on the Look at Line show, these games are posted on Sunday and Monday. Sometimes I bet an under last Wednesday for next week already. You can't wait till kickoff for good lines. Hello. I mean, NFL wise, the Chiefs were 11. They're 16 right now. Do I want to? And I said this in the write-up. Do I really want to lay 10? I said this yesterday. I really don't want to lay 10 with the Cowboys. Sometimes, and I say that this number's a pass. Kansas City at 16. Do I want to lay 16 with Kansas City when they have a bad Ram team coming to town? Folks, get a good number and bet. What are you waiting for? What's changing in a week? You know what changed in a week? The Rams have a backup quarterback and they're a terrible team, and people are just going to be betting Kansas City all week. What are we doing here? Anyway, so NFL 30-29 video winner yesterday, minus 150. I'm trying to get them all to the positive, but the pick and choose. It's tough. College hoops 23-23, minus 215, but on the season, pretty good season. I think 59%, 104 and 73. Not too bad in our college hoops. Today we got DePaul. They're +3. I got them last night at a 2.5. So this morning's number when I did this was around 7 o'clock this morning. My son, they got a playoff game. He had to be at the gym at 6:40 for weights and then breakfast. So I was on at 7 loading up these games. Hofstra +1. Who else we got here? Townsend -10 and Southern -3. So I got DePaul. It goes in an hour. I got them at 2.5. It's in my more. It's in. I got a 3-pack up for my early 3-pack. That's one of them. Townsend -10. It goes to 4. It is in my 5-pack for the afternoon. So, you get a couple of the games right here that I not only have in 2 of my packages, but I'm trying to get the 23-23 a little more positive there. And again, I bet there's 177 games, 46 free ones. I mean, we've had obviously mixed luck on getting the games out. It happens. I apologize. I tried to get them all. I obviously want them all really good, but sometimes I don't know what to say. I just can't get them. It's frustrating to say the least. Anyway, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. These are all posted on the Twitter universe. If you're on Twitter, Dave's here today. Here we go. NBA. Let's get to it. Cavaliers. Who we got? Where is Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Milwaukee Bucks? Like them a little plus money there. I'm gonna say no. Right?
I'm already on the Bucks -2 and a hook.
I'm gonna say I saw one for 3 to 3.5. Is this cause guys are back playing? Right? I mean, they've had a couple days off.
Maybe
Healthy. Right? I'm guessing they're Central Michigan College hoops. Let's get to some action in the
football. That's. Oh wait, no.
Okay.
College
No,
basketball. Oh, sorry, because they play. They never mind. It does say college basketball, but I remember Central Michigan because they just started football too. My bad.
I'm gonna say they're not. There's no college football or college basketball Central Michigan. But
all right, so I was right. It was football.
It was football. So yeah, football wise against Eastern. Did I have anything on this one? I think I leaned a little Central Michigan here. I think I mentioned that the other day with Central Michigan. Lane's in the house. Welcome. Cook for yourself. Yeah, really. My mom totally messed up ham. Oh, really, Mom? Get that crap off of it. I don't want anything on my ham. Like, I cook. My wife's a good cook, but when I'm cooking my stuff, I just want to eat. Right? I'm not trying to. She calls it zhuzhing it up. She wants to put all types of things on here. Here comes sprinkles. Listen, I throw steak on the grill. I throw my seasoned sauce on it. Whatever. That's it. I just want to eat my food. Right? I'm not looking to. I don't need extra 30 seconds to rub on some honey glaze. If I want glaze, I'll get a donut. What are we doing? And even if I want donut, it's going to be some chocolatey fun donut. Don, grinding and ride. That's what we're doing. One day at a time. What can we do? What can we do? Winning little, split out our basketball. I feel again that Florida State one just pissing me off. What's up? Hit the like button for me and Miss Danica. Miss Danica has not been around, Marcos. I don't know where Miss Danica is. I hope everything's okay in Canada. I don't know if there's a maple syrup shortage. Perhaps she's out hunting elk. I don't know. What else do you do in Canada besides hunt elk, eat maple syrup, and probably watch Strange Brew and drink Molson
Hockey.
Golden. That's not
Hockey.
real sports. Come on, that's after soccer. Barely sports up there. Come on.
Yeah, sure.
They're not even good at hockey anymore. I think the U.S. overtook them. College football regular season ended fast. Seriously, Markel, I think I said this the other day. Like in April, we're like, I can't wait for football. It's a Super Bowl. Oh, there's one day left. It's football season, and now it's over. College football season is over. You have bowls in 3 weeks, and even the NFL's. It's over in a month. I mean, all right, playoffs, but you're going to wake up. It's going to be opening day. Aaron Judge is going to be on the Giants. DeGrom's pitching for the Rangers. Carlos Correa's in Baltimore.
I like that Carlos Correa to Baltimore.
Trey Turner in Philadelphia.
I could see
you're
it.
not going to like that one,
whatever. We
Unless
have our short stuff. We don't need another one.
Unless they goes to Atlanta, and Dansby Sweeney goes to the Dodgers.
Yeah. Joey, get Swanson out of our division. That's fine. I don't care.
Joey Gallo and Cody Bellinger to the Rockies. 1-year deals.
I saw Bellinger and Blue Jays were talking. You know what? Blue Jays, you deserve Bellinger. Go get him.
I want to see him and Gallo in Colorado. Boy, that'd be like Dante.
That would be fantastic, but I don't see them going there.
Vinny Castillo, Galarraga numbers up there back in the day. Those guys getting, they want a payday. Go to Colorado for a year.
Yep.
Get your acts together.
Yep.
Although listen, I love Bellinger, but there's obviously that shoulder injury from that home run that's killed him for the last 2 years. There's something wrong. Cowboys, Dallas in the under. Brutal. First of all, he hits the field goal, game's over anyway. But Miz, what are you doing laying the big number? The Dallas line came out of the week before on a Wednesday before they win 40-3, and I do bet games early because I bet thinking what I think's going to happen. Right, I'm taking Dallas and Minnesota on Thursday because I think Dallas beats Minnesota. I had Dallas over Minnesota. Right, they blow a game. The defense is upset. Kirk Cousins is a stiff against an aggressive defense. He's going to have problems. Why are we waiting till late? Okay, I've had bad numbers. I've had good numbers and won. I've had good numbers and lost. Bad numbers win. Bad numbers lose. What I'm not doing is coming in game day. I talked about just some college basketball, and I know I mentioned my losers. Even you can't come in late on the worst number. This is the hardest thing, and I do it. I come in game day and I try not to. You want to win, you just have to say no. Okay, I can't do it. You can't. If you want to make money, you got to be able to walk away from a game, multiple games at a bad number. A good number. The other number you got to split at this. A split at worse. Missouri Tigers and Cincinnati. This is college football. See, I don't like Cincy here. I'm all for the dogs. Friday dogs. Anyone run the Gators with you? A +10. You like the Gators against Florida State? This line opened at a touchdown, Jesse. So you're looking good at +10, right? At 7, you're like, I can see them getting run out of here. Florida State's looking good. When Florida State played LSU in week 1, I'm like, I had Florida State. I'm like, Norville might be on the way out here. And I said when they lost, I think they lost to Clemson, and who did they lose? Wake back-to-back, like some tough, 2 close games I think they lost. I forgot exactly who. And I'm like, here comes Deion Sanders to take over this program. But
Deion Sanders is moving up.
Where's he going?
South Florida.
Oh, he took South Florida job?
I think he did.
The Bulls of South Florida. Nice.
Hey, we might be able to see him next year then. That's cool.
So I don't know. This Gator team, weird team for them. Speaking, I had them in week 1 over Utah, but you think they get up for this game? and it is double digits on in a big rivalry. Virginia first half, Maryland Eastern Shore is trash. Let's get to some college basketball. Man, there's so many lines. I guess I got Virginia. I know it's on the back page because that's a added game. This was 29 this morning. I don't know what the first half line is. Where is Virginia? Oh, I'm in the wrong conference. So basically 28
Virginia
still.
is
Yep, I got
just
it.
below Maryland and right above North Carolina.
Aha, he's got jokes today. Listen, you want to do a first half on this, like, you think they get out to a quick 20-point lead and hold it? As I said, Markel, games like this, and when I was writing down the lines last night, I'm like, why am I even going down these lines? Like I have, Maryland's 25 over Coppin, and like Penn's 20, Virginia 29, Penn State, Vatech. They're not games I'm going to be betting on. Although I should, right? We said Portland yesterday against NC. Who's the other guy? Who's playing Duke? Those two teams. We said, take these dogs, 15.
Oregon State. We had Oregon State.
Yeah, Oregon State. I'm like, these lines look a little short. Colgate Delaware line dropped from 7 to 5 earlier. So it was 7, huh? Because I don't mind a little Big Red with who the Colgate Raiders, right? Colgate. I'm thinking Cornell. Yeah, Colgate is the I think they're the Raiders. Colgate, I believe.
Correct.
Right. So this line dropped to 7 or 7 from 5. It came down, huh? Where's the rotation on here? 657 is on the back. Page 2. 7 down to 5. Yeah. I circled the little Colgate because I'm a Lane, as you know. I think it's a small school that should win their conference. They, I kind of look to them here. But the Blue Hens, I wish I had the 7.5. I didn't obviously play this game, but I got a little circle around Delaware here on my paper. So I got this right around a 6, which is obviously coming right into play here. Lock it in with the King in the house. Follow the King on YouTube, folks. He likes to bet. He's on Twitter as well. 2-1 in NFL, can't complain. No. How do you? I mean, how about the Lions should have got that one outright? I was trying to explain lines to my my daughters are. I believe it or not, my son, who's actually better in math, he was talking about parlays because he was talking about some guy who does terrible. I guess he does good content for who produces for because he just drives millions of bad bets to them. But stay away from parlays, Dan. She's at Niagara Falls. She's in the barrel, going over the barrel. Was going to jump on Ole Miss second half, but couldn't find my player card right away. Who's that? Ole Miss and Mississippi State yesterday?
No. During our show today, we live bet Ole Miss basketball down 1 at halftime, -4.5 or 5. It was 6.5 because the original line was 12.5. I'm like, well, if I can get a better number, that's like a teaser number at that point. And that's what I've been kind of doing lately is we've just been live betting stuff. And whenever we saw, like, if a team opened up like yesterday, I ended up getting North Carolina at -3 and a hook when it was like halfway through the second. I'm like, well, they were originally opened up at 12, 13. Now I get 3 and a hook. I'll grab it.
And here's for the live betting. Now, I don't always say let's jump onto live betting, but if you sort of like something, and if it's on TV, you're watching it live. You have to be watching it live. You can't just be following it on a computer screen. You got to at least kind of get a flow. Well, I can't. No, they're always ahead of you. They're always ahead of you, Tim. That's rough. I can't. But as you said, you can find good spots in that one. Speaking of a spot I missed today. So again, this morning I'm writing down kind of things I like. I got my numbers and I'm on college basketball here. I see the Southern score and I got Southern. Let's see if it gets Southern. They're up 12-3. So I had to throw that out there because I had to put the reverse jinx into effect. That they come out, now they get outscored, so I don't feel bad about missing them. I miss baseball already. Right around the corner, Don. I can't wait. I can't wait for baseball. How about 211, 209 losses in a video plus 31 honey in here? If you're betting a dime, you'd be up 30,000. 1.5 on Ball State, small play. Nice hit. Manhattan almost got the outright win. Is this basketball? Ball State, right? I'm assuming.
Ball State's against Vermont right now. It's 4 minutes into the game, and it's 6-4 Vermont.
Vermont, the Catamounts.
They are not as good as they were last year. Don't let the tournament run. Don't let that deceive you because they are not that good.
Wow. Shannon, good morning. Yeah. For Napier, though, at least he's in year one. And I don't know. At this point, Florida State's had a good season, but he can't take things for granted. But it's 10 points. It's totally different than the 7. Let's see. Iowa State versus NC. Yes, I thought that line was low. San Jose against North Texas, Mean Green. No opinion there. Harvard versus Loshi. I'll go a little Harvard. I'm not a big Loshi guy this year. Omaha versus Monroe. Where's that game? I know I just saw that on my sheet. No. Here we go. What is that line now? 3? Yeah, I could go a little Omaha with you there. Denver -2 versus New Orleans. Yeah, Denver, good number with your Denver number because that went up to 5, I believe. And Detroit, the old Detroit Mercy, or they call just Detroit Titans now. Let me find them. Where is Detroit? Where is Detroit? I know Lenny's there. All right, let's find 846. Here we go. Still 11.5. This line hasn't really moved much here, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I got no opinion on that one, Shannon. Iowa State, Nebraska. I like Iowa State. Nebraska. I mean, did I bet this? No. Nebraska's just looking to, find a coach and get, I don't know what the hell what they're going to do there. They got where it's like, what is this program doing? I'm not even a Nebraska guy. I never liked Nebraska. I'm a Hurricane guy, so I was against these guys and the Big 8 back in the day in the 80s. Let's go. Take Iowa State. I won't mind. What's my Twitter? King D's Twitter. It's at Lock It In with the King. He's Markel. You could find him. I follow him on Twitter. You could follow him on my thing. You could find him. If you have to lie, take the Lions. What are you talking about? The Lions. You got bad jokes. We want to do some dad jokes today? We could do dad jokes if we want. For the NFL, Shannon, I appreciate helping you out. So you're welcome. And that's all I try to do. I just try to give my 2 cents. You do what you want with it. Like I always say, I'm going to pick it up. I see change on the ground and picking it up. I don't know why you want to take free money. It's like when we go 1-1 in baseball and win $13. Just be happy going 1-1. You're winning. You got it, King D. Lock it in with the King. Love to lock it in with the King. Thoughts on Mizzou, Arkansas? I'm kind of like the dog here. Listen, Arkansas offense. Should they run all over these guys? I get it. I totally get it. But I will lean towards Mizzou here as a little home puppy. College hoops, Kansas over. College basketball totals for me, although I do have one today. I did bet my sheets. Where's my sheets of college basketball? Oh, my goodness. See, I have so many sheets. I have today's, my college basketball, 3 pages of college basketball notes. All right. So I did bet a total today. I'm not a huge total guy in college basketball. And NFL college football, we're okay with. Baseball, one thing. College basketball, I'm not gonna lie. I have not that I have problems with it, just something. I'm more of a side guy, whether it be French fries dipped in mayonnaise or yes, Tim, bacon. I got
I'm not a big
upstate.
mayonnaise person, so I'll put it on like a chicken there's got to be barbecue sauce on it as well. But
No, see, I don't like barbecue.
I can't. I'm not a big mayonnaise person.
I got South Carolina upstate under 142. That is my total today. That is a total I have today. So no opinion on total. Although I was kind of leaning Kansas. I almost put Kansas in the chat, and I almost bet them. And I'm like, you know what? Why? I mean, because me thinking, I think Kansas is better than Tennessee. Although I like Tennessee. We had them the other day. Big win there. Covered for us, I should say. That's all that matters. As they win outright. And then my brain started thinking, like, you know what? Maybe I'm overthinking, and I should be on Tennessee. So it was just a no play. I wanted to bet Kansas, but then my gut told me Tennessee, which meant I didn't play anything. Wisconsin basketball. This whiskey team. I looked at this before the lines came out against USC. And this was when I'm like, how about an under? USC's not a team I'm high on. I've faded them out of the gate. And I just look at this as a pick 1.5. I mean, this is a low number considering, because I don't think USC is good. I'm looking, I'm like, I got this at basically where Wisconsin's rated should be like a 3 here, I think. Why is it at a 1 and people are still been whiskey? So asking me, I want to say USC. I can't pull the trigger though. When I like a team, I take them. I bet them, lose a couple. Like I've come in on Florida State a couple times and for and against them. It's just a team I kind of like. This USC team, I dislike them. I can't even come in and take them. But I think this line should be higher. I don't know why it's at basically a pick 'em at. Wisconsin just got to win here. I do not get it. I think they should be a couple baskets better. NBA. Wolves over Knicks. This was one I looked at real fast. I kind of like, why'd the line come from 5 to 3 or 5.5 down to 3.5? Is that because Tim bet it? I don't know. Right? Because the Knicks line came down. I saw the Knicks line move.
I didn't bet it.
Against Portland. I saw that one go to 5 to 3.
It's because Portland covers as a dog.
They've been playing. I mean, they're 6-4 on the road. So everybody's in a rested spot here. Darryl, though, I gotta say, I do like Minnesota, and I think that's a team I want to bet on as the season progresses, as they kind of learn each other. Right? You bring in a new guy who's going to shoot, who's taking over at the end of the game. I need some gelation, collation, cohesiveness. And one, I don't like the move, almost 2 points. No, thank you. The Knicks game, again, from a 5 down to a 3, 3.5. All right, Portland. I want to say the Knicks. I like the Knicks there. And the Hawks, where are Atlanta against Houston? 231. I'm sorry. Am I reading this correctly? This line opened at a 235 for the total?
I see 230. It opened at 237 area. It went skyrocketing down.
Yeah. PointsBet has it at 237. DK at 237. See, now you might have a play on the over. I'll say over here. You got, if they thought this line should have been basically 240 and it's come down, right, to 237 and 231, take a shot there. Definitely got the value. If you obviously, if you like the over at 237, you got to like it here. And on the ice, cold cash on the ice. What do we got out of the gate here? So we have Flyers, Stars, crack. Let's start. Where's Philly? Philly against Pittsburgh. Big dog. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say fine. We're getting $2 at home. I'm not gonna say no to that. The Kraken on the road, another near $2 dog versus Vegas. Sure. Dallas at home though, against Winnipeg. See, that would have to be a puck liner for me. And LA minus 160. So you got two two big dogs, two nice sized dogs, I should say. And you got two medium sized faves. Are you gonna is that you're just betting these guys all on money line for the hockey? I can't tell you to do. I mean, even with the two dogs. Eek. Not loving that one. Yeah, I just if I'm doing Dallas and LA, I'd have to do puck lines when I'm laying 160s there. Tim, NBA thoughts from
Yes.
Shannon?
Well, I have plenty of plays today in the NBA. I'm against one of the ones you said. I'm on Charlotte because home dog. I'm on Orlando minus 2.5 at home against Philly because I would say fade the injury report, but the guys have already been out a couple of games, so there's no really that factor anymore. I'm going to continue to keep backing the Kings because they are scrappy and they are 6-2 against the spread on the road and 12-5 against the spread just in general. I'm going to continue to fade the Brooklyn Nets because they are a mess and they're going up against the Pacers, who have been backing a bunch this year and have been making me some money. I remember in the beginning of the year, I said Indiana and Sacramento were going to be teams that were going to be scrappy, win a couple of games, and cover a lot of spreads, and that's exactly what they're doing. Once again, we get another home dog with Houston, going with the Rockets today. I'm already on the Bucks. I got it at 2.5. Once again, Oklahoma City, home dog. The only home dog I did not touch was the Spurs because I want nothing to do with that game. And then I'm on the Clippers against the Nuggets as well, plus 3.5 at home, even without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Alrighty.
So home dogs galore.
Shannon likes the Cavs. UConn had to pick them. So this was a 2 opener. Hold on. Yeah, they got Alabama, right? UConn? I think this opened at 2. It's come down there, huh? I think I said yesterday I do like the Huskies because they're like they just always seem to be there. Had Alabama yesterday in a rout. Again, this is right on my numbers here. You want to take UConn out of pick? I'm not gonna say no. I mean, these are the lines that pick them. It's who's going to execute. I'm pulling for you.
I'm going to mention something real quick. We are in the first quarter in all the football games, and there's already been 2 safeties today. Utah State got a safety against Boise State, and Baylor got one against Texas.
Help out that over, Baylor. Let's go.
Yeah, but
let's go. Need that over.
Get it.
Bellarmine, Loyola Marymount over. I almost want to say take Marymount today. Again, sidewise, or I should say total wise. I don't know why I said sidewise. I'm looking for what was this? 659 on the added. What do I have this total? What's that? 136. Yeah, I kind of like the under a little bit here. Right? Hold on a second. Look at 3 o'clock added. Here we go. Okay. So 130. See, I like the under. I would lean under. Again, college hoops total, not my strong. That's what I like. Football, Colorado State. Where's Colorado State? Let's find Colorado State on the board. Who they got today? New Mexico laying 7.5. You know what? Let's go. This was I see a 7.5. You got a 7. If it's open 7.5, I'm gonna automatically go for late at 7.5, Miz. So, and New Mexico, what's there to say? Maybe they finish strong. I mean, the Rams here. So last year 36-7. I mean, at least we get a little competitiveness the last 3 weeks, right? 24-14, 14-13, 28-16. You're kind of fighting a little bit. Look at each score: 34-10, 35-3, 41-9, 21-6, 27-10. How about an under? What's the total in that? 26? NBA, Indiana over the Lakers. Is that NBA?
Indiana over Lakers, the Lakers and the
Spurs over. Right? Okay, so that's fine. We always want to go against the Lakers, and the Spurs over. They look terrible. I get it. Army Navy under. Get it early. It'll only come down. And we talked about this early in the year. I think it was Air Force, because I think I said I grabbed Air Force and I fit the over. I'm like, let's hold off on these, because a lot of these totals, again, huge underruns. But if you look at the history of these, they've always been in the mid 40s. Now these are the 38s. So I always say, take those. Obviously, you could still easily win, as they have. Just don't automatically assume like the numbers have adjusted to show the offensive changing here. And this game, I kind of like Navy. I don't know what the line is. I do not know, but give me Navy here. Give me Navy. Titans home and the under on Sunday. I'm on Tennessee. I like it. What do we just saw? I have the Titans. I think I got a 1.5 on them. That's it. That's not enough. Here we go. Tennessee. So I got a 2, and I understand, right? Chase might come back, but I'm a little rested. We played on a Thursday. Cincy off that was kind of a battle there. I mean, who had Pittsburgh scoring 30 points there? I think I said take Pitt in the under. That line was what, 3.5, 4, and I thought that game was 22-20. 27-10 kind of score. I wasn't expecting much offense in that game, and we had a shootout. Tennessee defense. We're going to run the ball 3 times in a row. Give me and again, you have the whole. It's sexy. Joe Burrow. It's Chase. Let's go! Yay! And then you have Tennessee. Who can name 4 guys on Tennessee? Forget Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Who knows? Right? You can't. And this team just wins games. These guys might be the number 1 seed. They keep winning. Like, no one's talking about them. Give me the Titans. It's December 10th. Yeah, the 17th. I think the 17th we have like a bowl game coming up already. We'll have a 5-star play of the day. Mike's looking for a 5-star. The goat play. The whale goat play. Let me get into the lab. I'm going to start coming and wearing a lab coat to give out the picks, because I'm in my lab.
You want your 5-star? Go ahead, grab the Phoenix Suns on the money line at minus 800. There you go. There's the 5-star play of the. I'm being sarcastic.
What is this? Texas DePaul. Is this DePaul they're playing? Texas. I like DePaul. Give me some DePaul, y'all. Don't I have DePaul in the chat? Marco, DePaul's right here, number 1 out of the gun.
DePaul is against Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me DePaul, y'all. And I like USC. I think that Wisconsin line is fishy. Fishy. Cal over Nichols. I like Nichols. Almost bet Nichols. But again, I hate I love my little schools like this. But I'm a big West guy. I like Riverside and Northridge and Cal Poly Slow and all these schools. And then it's like Nichols versus a little program like Coppin. Like I want to take Coppin today, but Maryland, I don't know. Maryland's not Georgetown, where Georgetown's a hot mess. I want to take Nichols. Part of me is like, oh no, it's against my anteaters. And I saw an 8.5. And that's why I laid off. I'm like, this opened at 7. It's 8.5. What's happening here? I don't think Irvine's 8.5 better. Because I got this at like a 6. I'm like, I want to take the 8, but maybe my number's wrong. I don't know. No. Now I have a day job. I know people here. I no longer try to cap all sports. I found myself doing much better in NFL and baseball. So a lot to worry about. Yes. Now we say this all the time. When I say it all the time. Oh, do you like this game? And it's somebody minus 27. I write down the lines just to see if, and most times I don't even write down the totals because I'm not looking at the totals. If something really is there when I'm writing them down, I'll transfer from my night to my morning notes. But to be successful, and you just need a little bit of success, you have to be able. You can't. I've been doing it a long time. You can't look at every game and go to every game. You'll never get through a card, and that's why I have 40 NHL games bet this year and 15 NBA games because I have 130 NFL because it's just working in the NFL. And even college being at a 52, which is basically breaking even, at least my totals are 60%. So I could still find a little bit of edge there. You're not going to be able to break down every game, especially, and again, this isn't knocking the common folk. People are going to be drawn to what's on TV. They're going to run to your ESPN schedule, your TNT, whatever channel it's on, and go to those games. And those lines, as I say, are going to be the toughest. Wipe out something automatically. Find. You're in an area. You're in Ohio. Stick to the MAC in the Big 12 and Horizon League or something. Big East, ACC. I don't even say Big East or ACC. Go to the smaller conference. Especially with college basketball. No, I have time to cap all sports, but I feel like the books want to strive. Yes, exactly. That's why they put up these same game parlays, and it's like it's perfect that they have it now. These sports are like, you can't have sports betting legal. Oh my goodness, the corruption, dude. Now these guys are putting stickers on their jersey. Come on in, bet this Clipper game while you're at the stadium. Here's the Devils. We have a betting booth for you in the DraftKings suite. Like what? They want you getting on every game. Oh, you're going there. That's, again, you want to have fun, you want to make money. Big difference. Have fun. Bet a 15 leg. Where's that guy Lex? Mr. 9-legger himself. The human spider parlay. All right. They're fun. But now maybe you are retiring on it. I don't know. I say no. Knicks have failed to cover the spread as favorites the last 4 in his first game off a 6-game West Coast trip. I didn't bet it. Off road trips, we like to fade first game, right? Because you come home, you got screaming wives, screaming girlfriends, screaming babies. There's a stack of honey-do lists to do, and you want to have some fun. I get it. And on a holiday on top of it, though. So the lines come down. Again, NBA, and I'm sure when people like buy like my packet or something, they say like, oh, the guy's on the leaderboard and this and that. And like, I don't come in with like NBA for a week or 10 days or hockey, the same thing. Like they're there some days. The NBA to me, I just, again, it's during college basketball. I'm not gonna lie. I don't spend a lot of time on NBA. I get the night lines and then, 6 in the morning, I see where if they're moving a little bit, if I kind of sort of leaned away. And again, my NBA capping, how do you cap the NBA when you're actually sitting out? I look at back-to-backs, road trips, first game, middle games, 3 and 4 nights, that kind of crap, and go from there. Everybody off Thanksgiving. And as far as I'm concerned, you see the records of these teams, how teams are performing. Who's had these teams performing like this, right? I mean, you have some big surprises, and I mean, it's not a surprise for me the Lakers are terrible. Some other people want to, they think that is a surprise. I can't believe the Lakers are bad. Really? Where you been?
Oh, really? The Lakers suck? That's so surprising. No, but it is sometimes surprising when you see like the Pacers are in a playoff spot right now. The Wizards are in a playoff spot. The Bulls and the Heat are out of one. The Utah Jazz are number 4. The Kings are number 5 in the West. And then you get the Warriors who are not in a playoff spot. Yeah, it's been a funky start to the year.
So again, and people ask, and even if you don't ask, I tell you, college basketball, we have a 177 games bet this year. I have a dozen games today. And I know historically I win in November, December of college basketball at a great clip. And people might not think 55, 57, 58, 59 is good. Well, in the real world of betting, that's awesome. Not in the fake world where, you come on Twitter and you put out 3 winners in a row and I'm 80%. Over decades, 15, 17, 20 years, 55%, or over a season betting 1,000 games is good. So I'm NBA, and listen, could I do better and maybe triple my views if I come in here hyping NBA and say we're doing this every night? Well, okay. I don't want to be the guy that people come and be like, oh, you got to go watch this guy because he's absolutely terrible, and you're just laughed at because every pick you put out's a loser. I try to put out winners. I'm not going to come in here and just tell you to bet something because it's on TV. It's like soccer. I don't bet. Do not know it. I will not get involved in it. Took a little Mercer first half. I don't mind a little Mercer. UConn, I like Alabama there. NC State first half. State? NC State. Hold on. Where we got against the Butler. The Butlers. I might have to go with the Butler. The Butler might do it again here. How about a little? Again, did not bet Javier, but Xavier getting 4. Why is this line this low? Right, Duke. It's Duke. You got this guy. He's supposed to be the best player ever in college basketball, right? The hype around Duke. New head coach, bringing in, I was going to say rookies, but new freshmen. Give me X here. Give me, again, it's like yesterday. Just like, and it's easy to say when dogs cover and we say in the chat, like, oh, I said to do that. And I know there's other times I say to take a team that loses, and sometimes I remember it, sometimes I don't. But today's the same thing. Like I didn't. I'll tell you why I didn't bet Xavier, because I didn't fade Duke yesterday. If I fade Duke in North Carolina yesterday, I would have definitely faded them both today. I know you didn't ask about that one, but they're just next to each other here because NC State and Duke. Thank you, Tim. You're welcome. He gave you the thumbs up. Oh, Stephen Austin and Quinnipiac. I like Stephen F. Austin. At this number, though, I don't know. It looks like it's getting bet up. I've had these guys a few times. You know this, Marcos. You're in the chat. You know that we've grabbed them a few times here. So I will lean to our Stephen F. Austin squad. It's my little squad here. That might be our little adopted squad this year. We've had Oral Roberts in the past, South Dakota State. Maybe our little mid-major small school this year might be SFA. You never know. Miss whiskey, but like my 5-teamer. Yeah, that whiskey line, this was yesterday you missed it? Or today? Because I'm saying that I kind of like that USC one. Rob Franklin's in the house. Good morning. Whiskey USC under? Yes. Navy QB is named Airline. More reason to like him. Listen, Navy outright. Navy, we got to do any. They used to be called lightning bets back in the day. Jesse's old school. He'll probably know what a lightning bet is. So a lightning bet would be you'd bet a team to win by points. So you'd put in like a 10-time lightning, which 10 times would be like $50, for every point, 55 if it loses. So you do like, give me a 10-time lightning on Navy. So whatever the line is, if they're +6, -6, usually, obviously you're taking a fave. You think they're going to, win. So it's $50 a point. And then there you go. So this guy was 0-1 passing last game and they won. This is a Lightning bet. Unload on Navy. Navy 40-7 in the Lightning. Lightnings. I'm sure they're called something else now. Again, old school Lightnings. Arkansas at college football. Why is this line so low? It's come down. And they're the better team. I'm not going to say they're not the better team. To me, here we go. Somebody was on the jetty down in Lavalette. They picked up a little bluefish, probably about 10 inches long. They cut it off there. Couldn't get out of the hook. They just cut their rope and left it between the jetty rocks. And it's New Jersey in July, so it's 94 with 140% humidity, and the smell is atrocious. You're trying to see what smells so bad. And it's this nasty fish on the jetty. And that's Arkansas -3 here. The lines come down. People still bet in Arkansas. No, thank you. San Fran Davidson. I like San Francisco. Give me the Dons here. I do like Davidson, but I would lean to San Fran in this one. Did not bet it. Cal over college football. Yeah, I almost threw UCLA out here in the chat because I think they're going to put up some points here. Let's go, Chip Kelly. What has Chip Kelly done? Jim Moore has done more and the season's not even over at UConn. The guy's done more in UConn than Chip Kelly's done. Simmons, Lujan, that's about it. Oh, for Tennessee? That's got to be the Tennessee quotes. I'm like, what? I was like, there's two names. I'm thinking to myself, what did I say here? Cornell versus Monmouth. Yeah, I mean, everybody's been Cornell, but Monmouth looks bad. Monmouth. It's the short. That's my little town over there. I'm sorry, Monmouth. The Hawks not good. Not good. Wilmington versus Mizzou. Where's NC Wilmington? All right. So I got Missouri State here at a touchdown myself. So I do not know what the line is right now, but Missouri State. You can't just put Miz there. I know it's Missouri State. Two different schools. Samford and Louisiana Tech. This is a 6, huh? Wow, I got this at like a 3 or a 4. So definitely a little bit of a bigger number than I expect there. I might have to lean a little Louisiana Tech in this game, right? I mean, what is up with this? I mean, I know Sanford's home, but come on. This is a 6. 6 I might have to, again, I can't add it. I may for my personal stuff, I might put like $1.50 on it just for I have to, because I had this at a 3 and it's 6. So I might have to take Sanford here. Or excuse me, Louisiana Tech. Missouri State. I like Missouri State. We just mentioned this game here with Marco. Give me I like Missouri State. I got around a touchdown, so I would lean that way. Did not bet it. What is it? IT versus Samport. Is this would be Louisiana Tech versus
Louisiana Tech
versus Samford, right? This is the same thing. And Portland U versus Villanova. All right, so again, give me La Tech, and what's the Portland line? Is this a nice little low line again, like it was the other day? 6.5. Let's go Portland. Let's take the Pilots again. Everybody's running Villanova.
We already cashed on. Did you bet the Portland State Gonzaga game last night?
Well,
This is Portland State. We got them plus 28 last night against Gonzaga at like 1 a.m.
What was the?
They ended covering.
Again,
Portland had a good game versus Carolina yesterday.
Exactly.
It looks
Carolina, Duke, Gonzaga, all big, huge numbers, and knowing that on deck they're going to face a top 10 team or something I don't see. And again, these are games. Should I bet those other two? We talked about them. They looked a little low, much like Villanova today, because it's a name brand. Nova only 6 over Portland. Who's Portland? What? Take Portland.
Exactly.
Take Portland. What is the most bet I've ever placed? I've had like, you know, 5-figure bets, you know, 10, 15, you know. I That's more in-person bets. I'm not apping those things. I'll go in person and you know, I'm
Can you app those things? I don't think you
I
can app that much.
I don't I mean my again, when I'm doing college basketball and I have a dozen games, 20 games, the I'm not diming across the board, especially in November. These
Yeah.
are all $3, 5, $700 a pop. I try to keep them. I always try to kind of keep them the same. Like the way I start,
Yep.
opening day, I think we had 26. So I think I was basically between like 150 and $3, and that's 150, 300, and you times that by 20 because I could listen. You have to be able to go 4 and 15. Like I don't think I'm ever going to go 0 for 0 and 11 on a day. I could go 2 and 9, and uh, whether they're dimes, which is like basically football's always up there like that, uh, especially NFL. It's been 1 to 3,000 across. You, I'm not. That's not what I'm not. I'm sure people bet a lot more than me. I'm. I find wherever I go, like Kevin, when I'm pressing it, whether it's I'm playing craps or betting and up my bet from whether it was a nickel to 2,000 or 4,000 to 8,000 or 8 to 16. Whenever I do that, I lose. I lose. It's in my head. Whenever I try to press, it doesn't work out for me. I'm just kind of steady, same kind of bets. I'm happy. Like I say, you know, who are you in competition with? Like I can't worry about Mr. X who says this is what I do. Bet this amount. You can't. Everybody's bankroll is different, and people live different. I live like a caveman. I don't do anything. I mean, I was looking at my old videos. I'm like, man, like I was talking about being fat, and I see like I have, we joke about it, right? I wear my Taylor Ham shirt on Saturdays. No, sometimes Goonies. I got my gecko. I, I'm a, I'm just content. I can do whatever I want. The kids, but I don't know. Uh, Size wise, I bet like I'm gonna go if I have 25, I could go 0 and 25. So I don't ever want to be at a place where I'm wiped out. You can't be wiped out in a day. You can't. 2 years ago, I went 3 and 30 in picks. Right, I ended up having a winning baseball season. Now you go. I'm sure a person just sat goes 0 and 6. They're not betting for a week. Right. I mean, but yeah, mostly if I'm going big on things, probably between like 10 and 20 grand. I can't get a precise. I mean, I remember more of like a bunch of like 11, risking 11 to win 10, like putting those kind of bets up than more to $15,000 ones. But you know, again, as a cash person, it's easy to hit the button on the app and reload. And in Jersey, I got to go in person, do it with cash. But it's a lot harder when you go up to the window and say, here's $4,000 or 4,800, and I have like 15 basketball games at like 300 a pop or whatever that case may be, and you get a piece of paper back, right? I joke like people just hitting a button on the phone like add and live betting, because it deducts your credit card. Anyway, I sure I went a little off the rails on that, but it's it's the way it is. USC good fortune finally over against Notre Dame college football. See, it is a flat spot for them, right? Notre Dame's put up points the last few weeks. USC quarterback. I mean, I kind of like USC. How about an over? If you think the line's low, it opened at 4, right? It was a 4 and went up to 6. I think it's probably hovering around a 5. If you know Notre Dame's going to score, I mean, take the over because USC's going to score. I mean, if you think Notre Dame's going to be in this game, it's a Notre Dame and an overplay, right? We said this about the Giants yesterday. If you thought the Giants were going to score points and be within that 10, they'd have to score points, right? and it ended up getting over. Same thing with Notre Dame. Yes, points action lightning bets. No, 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 no. UC Upstate, South Carolina, and that's an under on that game, by the way. That's an under on Upstate. Yeah, like I remember I was in AC, and someone was like, "Well, let me see your tickets." I had stuff on the phone that I had already done, through apps or my laptop or whatever. I had tickets, and they're all for like between like $300 and like $600, and there was like 25 of them. Like I had a whole bunch. It was college basketball, so there was a ton. He's like, "Oh, I bet more than that in this game." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, but this is stuff bet in person, and I have, other things on the sites. I mean, like, what is that's great. You're betting. Listen, I've ran into cats, and they're just straight up three. They're betting 5,000 at a pop. But these are guys who make 800 grand a year working for like hedge funds. All right, I'll let you know a little secret. I'm not making $1 million a year betting games. I'm not making 800 grand a year. I'm a grinder. I say it all the time. I bet, I grind. I'm happy. I tell you this, Richie, right? What I say in here? Be happy with a day's pay. You guys got jobs. You make 100 a day, 1,000 a week. I don't know what you make. Why wouldn't you be happy with a day's pay on one game? So I'm happy. I mean, $400. If I end up going 7-5 and making money in college basketball, you could laugh. Oh, that's 7. I could do better than that. We'll do better than that. I've been doing better than that for 20 years, and 7-5 every day puts money in my pocket. I mean, don't compare yourself to other people's bets. And I say all the time, I come in here. Listen, I could come in with stacks of cash. Look at this. Look here. Look at my tickets. I could put $10,000 tickets together because I could easily buy two sides. 10, 20. I could put $50,000 tickets together if I want to. Dude, look at this. Do 55,000 to while win 50. Here's 100 grand in tickets. I could just show either one, whoever wins. Hey, what is that? Come on, it's bullshit. What's the lock? What's the lock for today, Michael? Listen. There are no locks, man. I don't have locks. We grind it out. I got college hoops today. I'm hoping for a 7-4 kind of day. That's how I am.
All right,
great to go undefeated.
I'll give you a lock for football today. NC State and UNC will play 60 minutes of football. There's my lock for the day. They will play the entire game of football today. On. There you go.
So Central Michigan's did Central Michigan miss a field goal or extra point in that game, or did they score? I see it's 14-13 in a pick'em.
Oh, I have not been paying attention to college football.
I have so my college football early today. What do I got today? I have I got Toledo minus a touchdown. That's what 7-0. I got Boise minus 15 and minus 14. Under Cincy. Is that 12 o'clock game? Yeah, it's 12 o'clock game.
That's like I got 3 in the second, so you look good on that one.
Cincy's I got 51.5 and 48.5 in that, so I got good numbers. I got the Texas over 56.
That's at like 61 live line or something like that right now, so that's fine.
Yeah. All right, so those are my early games. We'll see how we do.
68.5 live line, for Texas and Baylor. It's 14-12 with 8 minutes left to go in the second.
That'd be good. If we get 20, if we get 20, 40 plus there, I'll be happy.
There you go.
I see Southern again. See, I get annoyed when I miss, and back to the betting the games and not double checking. I'm trying to think how you question yourself. I do this. And again, forget I've said since 05 on site, 17 years betting. Again, 1990, I told you I was on Georgia Tech and Marymount there to, I want Georgia Tech to beat UNLV in that NCAA tournament. You got to, you can't, you always remember, again, the game that won that you forgot to bet, and then you're going to run to bet something late. That's why I try not to bet. That's the hardest. day of betting. You're not getting a good line, and you're just that's the compulsion of it. Like, oh, I got to do it. You don't bet it and forget it. That's right. They were all locks. We'd be millionaires, Randy. All right. Anyway, so DePaul, Hofstra, Townsend, Southern college football. College basketball. Texas over off the board already, and Arizona under tonight. And the teaser was Toledo, Texas, Florida State. But again, people, bankroll size, everybody's different. What do you want to do with your life? Don't compare yourself to me or anybody else or your friends, right? Always think, though, you having fun or do you want to make money? If you want to make money, you have to be able to not bet games because they're on TV or because it's a Friday and it's a holiday, all right? You want to get serious doing it yourself? Find a conference, a division, a sport. Write things down. You laugh with my paper. Like Tim's like, oh, I pulled out my notebook. Tim's like, hey, notebooks. Like, he's Excel spreadsheets.
But at the same, but we all write down our stuff. I have all my stuff
Yeah.
on the computer so that it's all saved.
You have to write it down. You have to keep track. Keep track. And here, you want to know if you'll be successful as a bettor? Write your stuff down for a week. All right. Tomorrow, on Monday, because football is pretty much wrapping up. So start on Monday, writing down NBA, college. Do it for a week. Can you be disciplined for a week to write your stuff down, win or lose, and not on Thursday? Then all of a sudden on Thursday, say whether if you're a parlay person, straight person, on Thursday, if your bets are say 27-12, and you're kicking yourself like I'd be up. How many days can you wait before you break and say, you know what, I'm hot, I'm going to bet these games? Because you're thinking, oh, I'm losing. You're not thinking, well, I'm winning X amount. You're thinking, if I up my bet, I'm losing this amount of money, right? That's the psychological. Like, if I'm betting 300 a game, I should have bet a dime. Now I'm losing 700. So instead of picking up $900, I have 900 because I bet 3 games that went 3-0. I should have 3,000, and I'm down. Write your games down for 1 week. Don't bet them. See if you can go a whole week. And if you win, yeah, okay, you're going to be annoyed. If you lose, you might be a little happy. Write them down for a week. I'm guessing 90% of people couldn't even do that, because after 2 days, if you somehow you went 12-2 or something, right? I mean, it's possible. You would be like on that Wednesday morning, you'd be itching. You would not be able to control yourself, and you know what? You're not going to be able to survive. You won't. I shouldn't say you survive. You'll bet, you'll lose. You just won't know you're losing. You'll be like, a little bit here and there. It adds up. I say it all the time. You put these little parlays in, like I say, $79.43, $8.42. You put whatever crazy amounts in. Then you go back and add all them up, and you're $8, $1.50, $3. You add them up, and all of a sudden at the end of the month, you're looking at, if you're a smaller bettor, it's $105, and you're like, oh, $100. If you're a bigger bettor, it's in the hundreds or thousands. Write them down. Try it just for a week. Try it for a week. That's all I ask. Anyway, sometimes I rant for newbies, but it is what it is. All right. So everybody have a good one. And that's it. I'll see everybody tomorrow. It's good seeing everybody. Have a good Friday. Take it easy.